Let me tell you what makes absolutely no sense. Illegal immigrants getting the same due process protection as American citizens. So let me read you what the Fifth Amendment says with regards to due process. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. And I understand it says person. And that's been a lot of debate on the news and whatnot. And the fact that it has been interpreted by courts, the Supreme Court, as legal and illegal immigrants protection under due process of law because it says the word person. But at the same time, if you think about it, does that make sense? If you enter this country illegally, why would you get the same due process protection as an American citizen? If you are a citizen of another country, why would you get due process protection in this country? It doesn't really, it's kind of hard to even think about that. And so when I started thinking about the Fifth Amendment, I'm reading about it. This was written in 1791 by James Madison. Do you think James Madison foresaw a country as the United States? Do you think he foresaw the United States allowing this many illegal immigrants to cross the border, the southern border? Do you think James Madison foresaw a Joe Biden presidency where he allowed over 15 million illegal immigrants to enter the country? So you got to wonder, when he wrote this, do you think he intentionally wrote person, that general of a word, to mean illegal and legal? I don't know. I don't know if he foresaw all this craziness of illegal immigration, because you would think he would put citizen or specific. So I don't know. So I'm not here to debate what it says. I understand it says person. I understand interpreting that has been backed up by the Supreme Court, but I understand there's not specificities in there either. So, but you got to wonder, is that the right thing to do? Do you think this should be amended? Do you think this is really, you should get due process protection for illegal immigrants? I don't know. I think it's pretty crazy, actually. And so there's also been a lot of talk about that, right, in the news. And there's been news came out today, actually, of Stephen Miller, who is an advisor to Trump, who is rumored to be the national security advisor coming up, that they're talking about suspending the writ of habeas corpus, which would basically mean that they could deport people without court interference, which obviously the judges right now, there's a alleged judicial coup against Trump, because every time he's doing something, we can't do it. You know, the judges are really, really involved stopping Trump. He's had more judges stop his stuff he's trying to get done more than any other president. So I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of this protection for illegal immigrants, due process protection, because it doesn't make sense that if I went to Mexico, if I illegally entered another country, I'm just making up, illegally entered Mexico, should Mexico give me due process protection because I'm an American citizen? I mean, how does that make sense? Are we writing laws for other citizens? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, but we'll see what happens. A lot going on, a lot of talk about this. Even though Joe Biden, this is beyond belief, actually, Trump is not even deporting as many as the other presidents. Now, he's not letting anybody in, I can tell you that. The southern border crossings are down over 99%, so he shut it down at the border. But I think there's a discussion to be had about due process protection.